Welcome back to the lunch table, Food for Thought. I'm Nico Blitz. Make sure you hit that subscribe button just at the bottom left-hand corner. We're also on Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, YouTube, iHeartRadio app. Shout out to my workplace, man. My next guest, I'm going to call him out right now. I actually reached out to him about a year ago and got no response on the email.
Oh, shit. That shit.
But it's all good.
That,
it's all good. Because I know this guy gets bombarded with a whole bunch of emails. I'm just happy we are here today.
Yeah,
he's from Pomona, California. He got this new album out called Same Click.
Same Click.
And he got features from Stupid Young, Asia, and Rucci on the project. He goes by the name of Young Drummer Boy. What's poppin', man?
Shit, you know what I mean? Can't complain, you know what I mean? We just doing it, man. Same Click's doing real good right now.
Yeah, man. And it was through Empire, right?
Yeah. We linked up with Empire for that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they've been treating me hella good, man, you know what I'm saying? It's just been a journey with them, and it's only been a few months, so.
Are you signed to Empire, or did you just release Same Click through them?
No, I'm signed to Empire.
That's what's up, man. Congrats, bro.
Thank
You're
you.
in good hands, man. Shout out to the Bay Area, man.
Yeah.
They're doing big things for the community of the hip-hop world.
For real.
But yeah, man, I did reach out to you a year ago, and I'm just like, man, I know he's getting bombarded and whatnot, but, like, I forgot what record I had seen you on, but it was all thanks to the homie J9. He actually put me on to you.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's the boy right there.
Yeah?
Fuck with him. Yeah, all right.
And, you know, he was the guy who, because I'm from the Bay Area, and he put me on to a whole bunch of people out here, especially in the Chicano rap scene, right?
Okay.
And he was telling me how important it is for Los Angeles especially to get that representation.
Oh, yeah.
So what does it mean for you to be in, I don't even want to label you under that, but you being like one of the staples for Chicano rap in Los Angeles?
Yeah, I mean, it's a blessing, you know what I'm saying, just to be able to do what I do and shit and represent my people in the right way, you know what I mean? So it's been a tough journey. I've been doing it for a minute, you know what I'm saying? But we finally getting that, you know, that light shined where we deserve. I guess that's the easiest way to put it for me, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, it's been a long journey, you know what I mean? Everything's been good. But, you know, we're finally starting to break them barriers.
Yeah. How come it's only now that we're seeing more and more Chicano rappers making it into the scene? Because I'll say it was you, CNG, and also Devour, who I was just like, oh, this is a real thing. This is actually happening.
Yeah. I think it's just the music's evolving. You know what I'm saying? More than that than anything else. You know, I never really been too big on, you know, people trying to hold us down type shit. Like, I don't really believe that. I just believe that the music is getting to where it needs to be at.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And before, I feel like it wasn't, you know? I think we were just catering to ourselves, like I said on a few different interviews, you know what I'm saying? We were just catering to our own people. And if we expect for shit to get further and for everybody to fuck with it, we gotta, you know what I'm saying, kind of think out the box a little bit more. Of
course. Because, you know, for me, I'm Filipino. And whenever I see a Filipino artist come out and they're just too Filipino, it's like, you know, kind of millennialize it, I guess you could say.
I mean, it's just a good thing because, like, you know, the people support me and shit. You know, my people support me. And when they see me doing moves that they ain't seen before, they're happy just as much as I am, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like we accomplish it together, you know, as far as my core fan base, you know what I'm saying? Because I got a real strong core fan base. So, you know what I mean? It's like, you know, we all just kind of just doing it, and everybody's kind of seeing that and accepting it, you know what I mean? So as long as I stay true to myself, like I always have and like I always will, I feel like it ain't, you know what I'm saying, nothing but progress. That's all it's about, you know what I mean?
What was the record that made you pop off in your city?
Well, I had a few records that went big, but on my solo shit, it was a song called Talk About Me, and I shot that in Pomona. You know what I'm saying? That was kind of like my first real big solo record. And then, you know, that one hit a couple M's and shit like that. So, you know, that one kind of initiated the new sound, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I kind of reinvented myself in a small way, just, you know, switching up the type of beats that I was using because I felt very comfortable on these new type of beats that I was using and shit. You know, just like West Coast beats. And, you know, that made it, that kicked it off. You know what I'm saying?
What kind of beats were you rapping on before?
like smooth trap beats and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but they were doing good. You know what I'm saying? I just felt like I had to reinvent myself, and once I went on my solo shit, I just kind of had to do my thing, and I didn't want to just keep doing the same type of music over and over. I always had the same flow. I always had the same, patterns and shit like that. But as far as the beats, it was just you could tell the difference. Like when I came out with "Talk About Me," it's real street, real hood shit, and I was speaking some real shit, and you could just it was just night and day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, it seems like everything that you were even talking about on Same Click, you were talking about like a whole bunch of street shit.
Yeah.
And like you were talking about like homies dying.
Yeah.
And homies like locked up and shit. And how does all that essentially affect you, because you do end up putting it in your music?
That's why I speak about it, because it really, really affects me, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got my little cousin's doing 32 years in jail, you know what I'm saying? And
Oh, shit.
yeah, and, and it's crazy because it affects it every day. Because, say, like, we dropped this video with Stupid Young, right? And I had one of my little homies, and he just turned 18, and he was in the video, and I wanted to take him under my wing, like, okay, let me show you this. Took him to a couple of shows, did this, but, we didn't get the chance to because we did the video. The next day I took him to do a show with me, and the day after that he got busted, you know what I'm saying? He got 2 years.
Damn.
And he had just turned 18. They sent him up to the pen and shit, you know what I'm saying? So
He gets charged as an adult at that point.
Yeah.
Damn,
I mean,
man.
they charge, youngsters as adults too. You know what I'm saying? A couple of my homies that got busted with my cousin, they were 15 and 16. They got life sentences also. You know what I'm saying? So this is what I'm surrounded with.
Shit.
You know what I mean? And I'm surrounded with it because it's my loved ones, and that's where I grew up. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where I was raised at. A lot of people talk about, gang shit, and I know it's frowned upon in some circles. You know what I mean? But it's kind of like, this is the situation I was in. This is where I was born. So my best friends and I, like, the only reason why we inspired to be from a neighborhood is because we seen our older brothers being from that neighborhood. We seen everybody around us, so that was like it. That was like, okay, this is what we want to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why my music speaks a lot. It's like revolved around that type of shit, because it's really like, it's really a problem. Like, the whole incarceration shit for, young homies and stuff like that, and people throwing books at the homies and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Because once you go to jail and you're a gang member, or you get convicted of a crime,
That shit stuck with you for life.
yeah, and it ramps up, you know what I'm saying? Like it just ramps it up, you know what I mean? Like, when I got caught on my case, one of my last case, it was like in 2017. They caught me with something and shit on me, and then just because I have my gang tattoos, they gave me, what they caught me with the first one was a felony. And as soon as I got in there, they took pictures of my gang tattoos, and they're like, that's another felony. So now you fighting real time. You know what I'm saying?
How long were you in for?
I got a good lawyer on that one, man. It cost me about $14,000 to clear my name, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we made it happen, and, it's all glory to God for that, too, you know what I mean? Because if I was gone for this whole time, none of these moves would have been made right now.
Same Click would not even be. It wouldn't even
Click,
be an album.
High Forever 2, Straight Out the 9. I mean, I dropped, 3-4 albums in this last year?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So, would it be safe to say that the music shit has really kept you out of all of that?
That's 100% for sure. 100% for sure. I think the best way to say that so people could really feel what I mean by that is that when me and my little cousin were doing music, and this is 10 years plus, I was making beats and he was a rapper. I didn't rap for nothing, man. He went to jail. He got that 32 life sentence. And then I kind of said, fuck everything. Fuck music. I was working little dead-end jobs and shit like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I really didn't focus. And it wasn't until my big brother, Smokey, he kind of told me, like, man, look, because I didn't want to live at mom's. I didn't want to do, man, I was in the streets just like house to house, couch to couch type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, really, really. Because I just didn't want to be around nobody. I was real hurt when that happened. Because he's my cousin, but he's my brother. Like, we spent every day together.
And you get a 32-year sentence, man. Like, I mean, shit, you're probably like, what, 20, 30?
Yeah.
Around that age? Yeah, so then.
Yeah, so what happened was my brother had to run around and find me in the streets because he's from my same neighborhood, but he's just a little older. He's older generation, so he had to find me, run around, find me, look for me, and finally he was just like, "Look, bro, I'm gonna let you live with me. I want you to live with me." And I was like, "Oh, hell yeah!" And he's like, "But the only thing is, I want you to focus on beats and focus on beats." You know what I'm saying? So I was like, he's like, "I don't care if you bring hoes. I don't care if you smoke. I don't care if you do whatever you do, but just focus on making beats." You know what I'm saying? Like, as long as you're doing that, you good. You can live with me for as long as you want. And then I did that. And then I started just really focusing and really started to love the music. You know what I mean? So if it wasn't for, those situations that happened like that, then I don't know where I would be at, man, because that was like the turning point.
Well, yeah, because it seemed like even though you and your cousin were really embedded into street life, he knew that wasn't the only way you should be going. That wouldn't be the way in order to be somebody or get out the streets. You actually need to do something else.
Yeah, exactly. My brother, my brother, he's a G, man. Like he did, he's a YA baby, you know what I'm saying? California Youth Authority, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He been in there for 5-6 years when he was younger and shit like that. So but when he got out, he got really he like business oriented. So all he was trying to do was build businesses and build businesses. Shout out to my brother Smokey. And
well, shit, it sounds like Smokey made you his business in a sense.
He did. You know what I'm saying? He taught me everything I knew about how to go grind and get that money. He got me my first jobs and shit like that. And you know what I mean? And now he's sitting on a multi-million-dollar business himself. You know what I'm saying? For real,
That's
though.
What's up.
You know what I mean? So he showed me that, you know what I mean, there's a good way to do shit. You know what I'm saying?
One misconception that a lot of people get about gang culture is that, like, y'all be running around doing, like, braggadocious shit. But actually, when I spoke to Stupid Young about the Cambodians over in, his area, he was saying that mainly the reason why you guys get together is for protection. And, because once all of you migrate to a particular city, you guys are foreigners. So it's only right that you guys kind of band together for the sake of protection, for the sake of monetary gain, for the sake of food and shelter.
Yeah.
How true is that?
That's true in his sense, you know what I'm saying? Everybody has their reasons why, you know what I mean, gangs are formed. And it is kind of, you know what I'm saying? Basically, it's the same kind of story. We have certain blocks where we live on, and then, you know what I mean, like, Pomona's a real small city, so all the different gangs, and it's full of gangs. Like, you could look it up and see how many gangs are in Pomona, and you'll just be like, what the, you know what I'm saying? That's a shitload of gangs for the little city. So yes, it's in the same sense, you are protecting your block, you're protecting your people and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So, when I grew up, I just grew up in that same mentality. You know what I'm saying? Like, people would tell me, like, the older homies would tell me, like, okay, if you go here, you have to be ready for what's going to happen. You can't just walk down the street, you know what I'm saying?
And think there's no consequences
that nobody's going to ride through, you know what I'm saying? So it was like that. Like, even, last year, a couple, like, I think it was like 2 innocent people got shot on my block, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just for mistaken identity, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's how it was, man. So then you have no choice but to, like, protect yourself.
Yeah. So then how do you walk around? Do you walk around a little bit more paranoid?
I walk around, how would I say this? More safe, you know what I'm saying? It's like not so crazy. I kind of like watch my moves, watch where I'm at. I wouldn't say paranoid, but I'm not as loose as I was before.
Well, you know what streets not to walk on anymore.
Yeah, I mean, you learn that growing up, you know what I'm saying? But it's like before I was like asking for it, you know what I'm saying? So I would be walking down them streets you ain't supposed to be walking down just because I'm bad and, you know what I mean?
Be a rebel and shit.
Yeah, we this and we that. But now I'm just like, you know what I mean? I got too much to lose, I got a family. I got homies that depend on me. I got, you know what I mean, people that depend on me, you know what I'm saying? My fans want to see me win.
Of course.
So for me to just go out there and just be a fool like I was, at 14, 15, all the way up to my early 20s, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, I'm just really doing bad for myself, you know what I'm saying? So it's something that you got to kind of, you definitely got to go through those steps, you know what I mean, when you're involved with shit like that. But once you pass those steps, you know the homies, and I'm blessed to have older homies that respect me, and you know what I'm saying, and they kind of, you know, tell me themselves like, don't be over here, man. Like, go do your music shit. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah,
you know, I got
just
that
little
respect.
reminders here and there, because it sounds like you're the guy that Pomona and the rest of your city is really championing to get out of the city.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a lot of respect to Pomona, and I got a lot of, you know, supporters in Pomona. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, when they see me doing these moves and shit like that, like I said, they just happy for it. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I feel like I just kind of put it on my back and just do what I do. This gang shit's never gonna, you know, it's gonna be with me for the rest of my life. But it's just how you navigate through it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You just gotta be smarter about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Can't walk down the street banging on people anymore.
Yeah.
You know
You got way too much
Yeah.
shit, like bigger than the street shit now, because you even mentioned that you have a family. So
Yeah, I got
it's
a
like
family.
you gotta get monetary gain for your family and possibly like take them out the hood afterwards, man.
Nah, for real, yeah. You know what I mean? I'm blessed to be able to already do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, me and my family, we live outside of Pomona. You know what I'm saying? A nice little neighborhood
That's
and
good.
shit. You know what I'm saying?
When did you guys move out?
And it's been a while now. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
good.
You know what I mean? Because this music is. I'm really blessed to be able to do this music full time and then take care of everything. You know what I mean? That's something that I never really dreamed of. Like of course, that's the goal when you start making music. You feel like you know, but you really can't see it. You know, you can't see the ending. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
that's
on
true.
anything, on any grind and any business you start, you have ambitions, but you can't see the finish line.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true. I don't know if you watch. Do you watch Netflix?
Yeah. About
I swear this transition's it's gonna make sense by the time I get to my point. Black Mirror season 5 episode 2, and I'm only saying that because I watched it this past Saturday.
All right.
But this guy ended up making a social media app. It was kind of like the Instagram, Twitter of like, you know, that world, right?
Yeah.
And he was explaining how he created this app thinking that people were just gonna use it, but then slowly it starts to evolve into something that he couldn't even imagine, something that he never predicted it would even become from the first day he started.
Yeah.
So relating it to the music, it's like, you know, your cousin, your brother, he was like, yo, you know, just start making beats, get out the streets. You never thought that you would be young drummer boy by 2019.
Yeah, nah. Yeah, that's real. You know what I'm saying? You never see the light. And even right now, I still can't see that ending, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But all I know that is I'm blessed to be where I'm at and in the position that I'm at, bro. I'm able to take care of my family, take care of my people around me, my teammates. You know what I'm saying? Everybody eats off of what I do.
Wow.
You know what I mean? But that ending's still somewhere, you know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Somewhere out there, you know what I mean? I don't even think if it is going to end, bro, but I'm just going to keep going and keep going.
I think it's all legacy, man, because the same way Nipsey Hussle leaves a legacy after his passing, right? It's like there's no ending for that anymore. Like anything that's created like on Slauson, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's all Nipsey's legacy, and there's like no ending to that. It's just gonna keep on going.
Yeah.
And so what I was gonna bring up was that you had Asia on your project, right?
Yeah.
And Asia's doing amazing things for Compton right now.
Yeah, I fuck with Asia tough.
Yeah, right. How'd you guys end up linking, man?
You know, it was actually before she signed with Empire. I had heard one of her, yeah.
I got like a whole Empire family, man.
Yeah. It's turning into a family, you know what I'm saying? Really, really is and shit. Like, we sticking together, you know what I'm saying? And helping each other come up, you know? I don't remember where I heard one of her songs at, but I heard one of her songs and she wasn't, like, the buzz wasn't there yet, you know what I'm saying? Like, I guess they didn't ramp it up yet. So I had just hit her and I was just like, hey, I fuck with you. I fuck with your sound, like, tough. And then I remember I just reposted one of her videos, like, on my, like, storyline and shit. And, you know, people are too bougie to do shit like that. But if I fuck with your shit, like, I'm going to post it.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And she was just like, dope, good looking out. And I was like, man, let's get this record in. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm working on this album right now. Let's get this record in. And I had just started fucking with Empire. And I think they were just in the works of talking. Something like that. I don't want to go too deep because I don't know for sure. But Yeah, I just sent her the record, and then that one's produced by my boy Ace Beats, and that's off the Same Click album. You know what I'm saying? We sent her the record. She sent it back, and she just killed it.
She just killed the
She
shit.
killed
yeah.
it, yeah. And I was like, all
I
right.
was like,
She
"Oh,
made it
okay,
easy for
Asia."
me. She made it hella easy for me, because when I send her the beat, usually I'll probably try to write something, then I'll record it, and then send it to somebody that I wanted to jump on it. But I kind of did it reverse this time, so I sent her the beat. And I want to hear how she was gonna come off because
And then you figured out your verse after.
you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean. So I wanted her to kind of take the lead on how the track was gonna go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying. And she murked it.
That's why I think that's an actually really good way to challenge you as an artist.
Yeah.
But the way she's moving around in Compton right now, she's like tapping in with the mayor, tapping in with the community, and trying to get people, trying to like build that community up. In any ways, I feel like you're kind of doing that with your team and your family, because you're really the guy who's making money off of rap, and then you're building a team saying like, yo, like let's say you're my assistant, you're my videographer, and you're creating like jobs for your people.
Yeah. I'm really I'm proud to say that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that makes me proud more than anything. You know what I'm saying? Is able to break the homies off how they deserve. Like, they're not just getting nothing. The homies are getting percentages. Motherfuckers, you have something to do with this album.
Shout out my guy over here.
That's hey, produced by 100, man. That's my right hand man. Like, really.
Oh, he's your producer?
Yeah, he's one of my producers, and he's my engineer. And he keeps track of my scheduling and I got him overworked, man. I'll tell you the truth.
So you're the one who didn't reply to my email then last year. That's you.
Yeah. We just gonna say it was him.
That's what's up. Yeah. But yeah, it's good to see somebody like come out of those communities and create, I guess, an ecosystem of jobs for the people that they really fuck with. So, I really commend you for that, bro.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I noticed you have a lot of tattoos on you, man.
Oh, yeah.
And I really like to like dive deep into like all the tattoos. What's the one on your hand?
This one, I mean, me and my cousin used to joke around a lot. And we used to just say, live life.
Mm-hmm.
But we would say it in a joking manner. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Kind of like you only live once type shit.
Yeah.
But we just say live life and just like that. So that's why I put live life right here. You know what I mean? And we got the 909 right here representing.
Represent?
You know what I mean? Man, I got too many.
You ain't got to take off your shirt, bro.
You know, I got the P right here representing that shit, representing Pomona. This is my clique. When in my music, when people hear I got the gang on my wrist, it's because I actually got my gang on my wrist.
Some real shit.
You know what I'm saying? It's Tiny Gangster Clique, you know what I mean? So it's like, I got too many tattoos, bro, you know what I'm saying? But over here, it's like, I got mom's name, baby mama's name with the angels and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's like... That's
to keep them close to your chest, man. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
What's it like for you being a father, man?
It's really great, actually. Yeah. Yeah, like, my son, he's real cool, man. And, and it's crazy because he plays my music a lot.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, he's 9 years old, right? So he plays my music a lot. So he'll take like shower, and this been happening for years. He'll take showers and go in there with the phone. And he'll be playing my old ass music and just vibing out.
That's hella funny.
And I can't even grasp the feeling of that. You know what I'm saying? I just kind of laugh it off, and I'm just like that. But you know what I mean? It's something that's real, like, you know what I mean, dear to my heart. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you'll see him write like, he'll have like a little notepad, and then if you go through the notepad, like he'll be writing like HF everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Because this is my brand, and you know he sees the HF hats, and then he'll write it in his own way. He's come up with his little thing.
Do you remember any of his bars?
No, I really like. What do you mean? Like, no.
Like, have you gone through his book?
Well, what he does, he just draws.
Oh, he just draws it. Okay, I'm over here thinking like he's writing raps with HF on it.
Nah, like you'll see a big old HF. Like if you just open a notepad like that, then he'll color it in and stuff like that.
Oh, that's cute.
You know what I'm saying? But it's not like you know what the crazy part is that he don't even show me it. It's just there.
Yeah.
So he's not like, look, Dad, like I did this. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's different. I think he's really like into it. Like he really. Really feels in tune and involved with it. Like he's smart like that. So he's not just doing it to see my approval. he's just doing it because that's just what's in his head.
He just
you know what I'm
loves
saying?
it. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's crazy.
That's a blessing, bro.
Yeah, really, really, man. Shout out to baby Brian. I actually named him after my cousin. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I named him after my cousin. You know what I'm saying? That's why we got the Bryant right here, but instead of the jersey, you know what I'm saying? It's 09.
09?
The Lakers jersey. That's the year he was born. You know what I'm saying? So.
Man, I like you, man.
You know what I mean?
You're making a lot of like really dope connections, and it's really cool to see somebody in hip hop, especially like really have their kid into like what they're doing, because that's extremely rare, man.
Yeah, nah, for real. I mean, I made him a little Instagram like about a year ago, and he got it popping.
What is it?
It's Baby Drum with 2 M's. You know what I'm saying?
Baby Drum?
Yeah, but if you go on his Instagram and you watch it, you're gonna see him on stage. So he goes on. He went on stage, and I did the show in Pomona, and he just took over. He didn't even have a microphone. He was just up there, just like. You see him?
Yeah, this shit's popping, man.
Look at him.
Look at this shit. He's going hard.
He took over the stage. And if you hear the fans, they going nuts. They going nuts for him.
Damn, bro, that shit got 6,000 views in 2017.
I don't let him use
man.
it though. I haven't gave him full control over it. You know what I'm saying? Like when he's with me every now and then, I just be like, hey, here, you could post something and write what you want to post. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, bro, you even got him on your promo team. He's like, come get my dad's CDs. Oh, shit.
Real shit. But that's to show you how he's involved. And he's like, he's like, when am I gonna go to the next show, Dad? And this and this and that. And I'm just like, you'll go. He's like, when can I go on a plane with you? I haven't took him out of state yet. You know what I'm saying?
What was the first show you brought him to that was yours?
The very first show was when we did Ontario. It was Ontario, and then shout out to Ontario and all the surrounding cities right there in the 909. They really, really fuck with me. But it was like, we rented out this shit that, like, I was the first person to do the show there and the last person to do a show there.
Oh, shit.
Because they weren't used to that. You know what I'm saying? We had to finesse them. Like, we went in there like, there's going to only be this many people, and it's going to be all ages. There's not going to be any smoking. There ain't going to be this. There ain't going to be that. So, you know what I mean? We did the show there, and it was I think it was like over 700 people that showed up, right?
Oh, wow.
So they were like, we had quoted them like 200 maybe, 200 to 300, 700 people showed up to this shit. And then, you know what I mean? And then it was huge. It was a huge moment for me, you know what I'm saying? Because if you compare that theater kind of like to a smaller version of like of an Al Ray, you know what I'm saying? Because they had the balconies.
Well, bro, you guys packed it out 300%.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So
like, that shit doesn't happen.
Yeah, you know. So I brought that day, like I was wearing like some khakis and some white chucks and like a white tee, and I had like, you know, so I had him dressed just like me, and then I brought him on stage, and then just like the crowd went nuts, and that was the first time. But that time he was just like too excited, so he was like trying to grab microphones, and I was like, "Here, I gave him a microphone."
Right. He's over here like slapping, getting high fives from everybody in the crowd, about to like.
Nah, real shit. Yeah, he's, you know what I mean. So, I mean, it's just a blessing, you know what I'm saying, and he understands my work and why I have to be gone so much, you know what I'm saying, and it does get to him sometimes. You know what I mean? Because he's still a baby. He's still a baby to me. Mm-hmm. Even though he's a big baby now, you know what I'm saying? But he's still a baby to me.
He can talk back now,
Yeah. You know what I mean? But, you know, he really, I could tell sometimes, you know, he's like, you know, he cried last time we went to Oakland or some shit. And I was just like, man, I'm going to be back in like 10 hours. Don't worry about it. And I was like, look. Go order whatever you want to order off of Fortnite while I'm gone. And he did, believe me, he did. I just seen it. I was
like, how much you spend again? I was only gone for 10 hours.
Real shit, man. But yeah, that's a blessing. I thank God for that, for real.
So is Baby Drummer going to be a rapper?
Oh, man. You want to be honest with you? I mean, the ups and downs that I've been through and the trials and tribulations that I've been through in this game, I don't want him to be a rapper. You know what I'm saying? I want him to do whatever he wants. He wants to be a YouTuber. That's what he says. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, that's tight.
Yeah.
Yo,
you know what I mean?
You ever seen those YouTube videos of kids just, like, unboxing toys?
Yeah.
That shit gets, like, million views. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, really, really. You know what I'm saying? That's what he's inspiring to be right now. He's like, I want to be a YouTuber. And I was like, well, I'm kind of like a YouTuber if you think about it, because I get a lot of views on YouTube. And he's like, no, you're not. He's like, you're not a YouTuber.
He's like, Dad, what? Like, Dad, I'm gonna get more views than you once I release my first video.
Yeah, for real.
Hilarious.
But I think this game is really dirty, bro. Like, it's really, you have to go through, like, I've been dragged through the mud. I've been done dirty. I've been, you know what I mean, flipped upside down. It really fucks with you physically and emotionally. Like, you have to have a strong, like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, because I think I just saw, like, a quick YouTube video of, like, you getting scammed from a company.
Oh, yeah. I don't want to talk about that, but
yeah. That's just, like, one thing amongst, like, a whole bunch of other shit.
That too, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just ugly, and I don't want him to have to go through that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because even though, like, say if I make it super big, even with a cosign for me, he's still going to have to travel that journey
Work his own, man,
You know what I'm saying? So I don't really want him to do that. I'd rather him do something completely different.
Well, let me ask you this. Do you know King Combs?
King Combs?
See? Diddy's son.
Oh, okay.
See, but my point being, like, you don't want to be like you wouldn't want him to be like Young Drummer Boy's son.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean? Like, you would just want him to be like his own entity.
Yeah, exactly.
Shout out to King Combs, man.
My bad, King Combs. I didn't know the name, but I know it now, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't want him to have to go through those real heavy emotions. Like, you know what I mean? I went through a lot of stuff. I deal with anxiety.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, for real. Like,
what was making you so anxious in the game?
It's just everything, bro. It feels like everything is like stuff ain't coming fast enough, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we put out music and it's doing good, but we're not getting the attention we want. And with me personally, like, what gives me anxiety is that I'm always like okay, like, we just dropped the Stupid Young video, album just dropped, the next video is already done. It's about to drop in, you know, a few days. You know, that's Foreign off the Same Click album, produced by Cypress Moreno and Epps. But my mind's already thinking next video. Okay, so now my mind's like, okay, where are we doing this at? And this shit ain't even dropped yet. You know what I mean? And then everybody got family problems. Everybody got family issues. And it's not just about, like, arguing and fighting. It's about making sure everybody's happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody around you is happy. You know what I mean? And being gone and shit like that, you know what I mean? It makes it harder.
Well, it's hard because when you're with your family, you kind of want time to slow down a little bit so you can really enjoy it. But the way we've built up this world we live in, like, we have to think about the next video. We also have to think about the next project or whose project you're going to be on. And it's crazy because it's two contradictory things. You're trying to slow down and fasten up the pace at the same time.
Exactly. There's, you know, I had to shoot out, like, a group text to because I have 3 sisters and 4 brothers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I had to shoot up a group text. I think it was, like, last week, and I was just like, hey, I'm sorry if I've been so distant. You know what I mean?
Wow.
You know, but I love all you guys and shit, and you know what I mean? I'm gonna tap in with you guys soon. Just that type of shit. 'Cause it even feels like that. Like, even as far as answering the text gets hard because I'm over here doing this. I might see it, but then I'm over here doing this, and then a day or two goes by, and my sister's just like, send me a thinking face, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Can
like,
I get
what
a
you
text
mean?
back and shit? You know what I'm saying?
Bro, like my mom will text me on day 1, and then 3 days later be like, hello. I'm like,
exactly.
My bad. I've been busy for the past couple of days, but hello, I'm still alive. How are you? And you know what's funny? Like, ever since I moved out here, when I would call her now, because I never used to call her when I was back home, because I would see her at the end of the day. But now whenever I'd call her, she'd be like, oh, what's wrong?
Okay.
What you mean? Can I just say hello?
For real. That's how it be, you know what I'm saying? It was funny because that happened yesterday. Like, I was chilling with my baby mama and, you know, my son. And then with my baby mama, she's just talking to me, but my head's right here. So she's like, man, you ain't even listening, right? And then, like, I'm right here, and I think I was, like, doing some shit on the laptop. And then she said something to me, and I looked at her, and then she was like, what? And I was like, I'm listening to you talk. And then she was just like,
oh, shit.
I was like, you crazy.
He fucking got his phone. I'm listening now.
Nah, you know what I'm saying? But she was even like, oh, she like, kind of, it was funny. Like, I was dying. I was laughing.
Yeah.
I was just like, you get mad because I don't pay attention. And when I actually looked at you to hear you talk, she got threw off like what happened? Like she thought
That's
something happened on my phone and
hilarious.
shit.
Yeah.
But that's just how it be, though, bro. You know what I'm saying?
It's the fucking world we live in, man.
Yeah, you know.
So, same click. How long did it take for you to create the project?
Me and 100, we work real fast. You know what I'm saying? Once we get in there, I think the hardest part is me finding the beats. Like Ace Beats, shout out to AC3 Beats. He produces most of it. And then Hundo comes in, he produces a few of it. And then I'll chime in and throw a couple notes and a couple, 808s, hi-hats, whatever I want to switch around on there. You know what I mean? But the hardest thing for me is finding the beats. And I stress these guys out. You know what I'm saying? Hundo would send me beats and he'll get no answer. And then Ace would send me beats and he'll get no answer.
Sorry, bro. I was listening to my baby moms.
You know what I mean? But once we lock down the beats and we lock down, like, the direction we want to go in, then I'll say we knocked it out in like 2 to 3 weeks, huh?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, we knocked it out 2 or 3 weeks. And then the rest of that is me just being me and just dealing with my shit. So, say in those first 3 weeks, we knock out the whole album. But then I'm like, oh, let's try this for the next week. And we're trying this. And then we try that, try different shit. And I'm like, oh, maybe we need to change this. So then it ends up turning into like a month and a half of straight work.
I mean, still.
But the album was, the ones that end up making the album is the ones that we did in the first 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah.
All the rest is me just fucking myself.
Just you
up.
trying to improve it or trying to perfect it. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we're just making songs and they don't even make the album. So it's usually like that. And that happened with High Forever too. From my last album that I did before this one, I think we put that one out, like 6 months ago? Yeah, like 6 months ago, 5 to 6 months ago. I think I recorded all those songs in like a week, huh?
Jesus Christ.
In a week, I recorded all those songs. But then I just was going back and forth, trying to do other shit for like a whole month. And it turned out the first songs that we did that first week made High Forever too. You know what I'm saying? So that's
shit, you already got your formula down. Just do the first 2-3 weeks. You just got to say, fuck the rest.
It's not even like in my mind, but it just goes down like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's ever going to change.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
Amen to that, man. So then you said you have a couple more music videos coming out off the album?
We got Foreign coming out. That one's produced by Cypress Moreno and Epps. I went over there and I fucked with him. He shot me a dope-ass beat. So that one should be coming out this week. You know what I mean? Through Empire. Shout out to Empire. And then we got the one that I did with Rucci. That's the one I'm planning right now. It's going to be a crazy video, man.
Shit, and then I got the one for track number 13.
Yeah.
Track
After
7.
that, after Rucci, we going on the Asia track. So it's just rolling. But, yeah, man, same click drop, June 7th. It's going crazy. Everybody's fucking with it. You can pick that shit up everywhere. It's available everywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Go watch Stupid Young featuring Young Drummer Boy, vice versa. Everything go. You know what I'm saying? We about to hit 1 million on that on Roadstar. Shout out to Roadstar for picking that up too. You know what I'm saying? That was a big blessing for me. Roadstar picked up that video on their own. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit.
Yeah. Well, my team made it happen, but they got it and they did their thing.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
what's up.
You know what I mean? So I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting for more blessings.
More blessings to come, man, and I'm sure they will definitely go your way. Last question I actually want to ask you: how'd you get the name Young Drummer Boy?
I mean, to be honest with you, I've been playing the drums since I was 5 years old.
Oh shit!
Yeah, since I was 5 years old, like that's what I picked up was the drums, and then I was producing. So I was just supposed to be a producer, dog. This rapping shit just happened. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to your cousin, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out to him for real. But yeah, so it came from producing and shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. So hopefully we see you on stage with a drum set one day.
Oh yeah.
Young
They don't want to
see that shit.
I kill it, man. You know what I'm saying? I'll take over the whole show.
Too
like
saucy
that.
with it,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But I appreciate you having me, you know what I'm saying?
Man, I appreciate you coming through 1 year later. Hey, next time I send an email, bro, like you better respond.
Hell yeah, man.
This is the Lunch Table, Food for Thought. I'm Nico Blitz, Young Drummer Boy.
Whoop, same click.
click.
Go pick up that album ASAP, little bitch.
Oh yeah, where can they follow you?
Drummer 909, everything.
Yeah.